Hey y'all, it's me, Shea Butter Love, popping in on this beautiful night. I am outside right now, getting my walk on, and I decided to go ahead and record a video because I feel extremely inspired. I feel like I wanted to just do something on the whim. I do not pre-record my videos and edit them. I don't believe in doing that. I'm a very raw person, very authentic. So I just wanted to come straight forward. As you guys can see, I'm just in my natural face, no makeup, my hoodie. It's more about me relaying the message directly from spirit as opposed to it trying to be perfected and doing all of that extra stuff. I don't believe in doing that. So with that being said, let's give an honor to universe. Let's give an honor to ourselves for all that we have accomplished and everything that we've gone over, or an honor to whatever higher power you believe in. And I wanted to say that sometimes inspiration can come during times of full moon energy because you are in a space usually of releasing and of letting something go, which allows room to invite things into our space. And I wanted to talk a little bit about manifestation. Although typically it is usually said that we utilize new moon energy to manifest and we utilize full moon energy to release. But in all honesty, I'm just going to be all the way 100. The process of releasing is part of your manifestation. That is the beginning stages that take place in your mind because you are now creating a clean slate so that you can say, okay, so I need to redo this. I need to reevaluate this. I need to realign here. So what being in a space of releasing allows is for you to be in a space where you are prepared to re-invite new energy into your life. You are literally giving yourself time to rest. You are giving yourself time to let go, in doing this process. So I want to be honest and say that I was actually at a funeral yesterday. And while I was at this funeral, a lot of things were running through me on various levels. And I became extremely inspired to do this video. But of course, then all I could do is just marinate on it and think about what it was I wanted to talk about. And what I want to talk about specifically is owning your power, and doing that in a process of manifestation, doing that in a process of letting go so that you can now re-invite new energy into your house and manifest. So with doing that, I was thinking about how important it is to utilize all of your senses when you're doing this, because I was asked previously during one of my readings and spiritual guidance. I like to call them many different things. I want to say during the time I was connecting with another sister and I was assisting her on her journey. That's what I like to call it, more so assisting, giving her some clarity as opposed to reading. It's just so cliche. But as I was working with her and she was working with me and we're working with each other, and she asked me, she said, Shea Butter Love, what exactly is manifestation? How do you begin? Like, what is the first step? And what I began to tell her, because I like to give an honest answer. I don't like to give a politically correct answer. I like to let spirit use me when I give my guidance, because that's the most authentic. That's the most true. And what I was telling her is that manifestation begins in the mind. It's the thought. A lot of people, they think about manifestation in a sense of only receiving. They look at the benefit, they look at the desire, they look at the want, they look at the thing. And it's so much deeper than that. Manifestation begins in the mind. The thought of wanting whatever it is you want before you even make any moves to produce. And then you begin to do these things in a series of steps. And within those series of steps, you utilize all of your senses. And I mean, it goes back to say, faith without works is dead. Works involves your hands. It involves your ears. It involves your nose. It involves your sight. It involves even your mouth. It's not always about tasting. Sometimes it's about utilizing your tongue to speak it, to say it. The smell of whatever incense or whatever herb you are using in order to help everything come to fruition. It is not an overnight process. Things can take years to manifest. And I would like to talk about a personal, story for myself. I have always done locks as early, the hairstyle, like what my hair is looking like now. Some people call them dreads. I call them locks. For one, I've done them for many of years. And as early as 20, maybe even younger than that. But I've always had natural hair also. I have never had a perm. So with that being said, I'm naturally connected to natural hair. I enjoy doing natural hair. I know how to do other hairstyles. It's just that spiritually, I resonate with doing locks. I'm a loctician. That's what I identify as. I can do weaves. I can do other things, but I don't identify as that. So I'm saying all of that to say this. When I get to a position where, being that I live in a heavily influenced military town, I get to a position at times where my clientele fluctuates because people move in and out a lot. And when I get to those times where my clientele gets low, a lot of times I will plant seeds in order to gain my clientele. And I want to speak specifically now because I have a high level of people I do their hair. I'm getting busy. I'm really thankful for this. It's a beautiful thing. I have a lot of repeat clients. And this is something specifically that I planted the seed on when I did a vision board 2 years ago. I was already in the process as I actually, my locks just turned 2 years old on November 5th. But as I actually was recreating this is my second set. I was already in the mind state that me having locks alone would make so much sense for the fact that that's what I do. I am a walking testimony for what it is I do. I am the resume. I don't need a resume. I am the resume. So that's manifestation. It takes time. No, my clientele did not come right away. No, my clientele did not come overnight, because guess what? We was in quarantine immediately after. Now, me being the woman that I am, I understand that that was not in vain. I understood that. That was a beautiful thing that I had to wait, because manifestation also requires patience, just like having locks. That's part of the journey. So when you are on your journey and you are looking to gain whatever you're looking to gain, you're looking to do whatever it is you want to do as a mother, as a wife, as a husband, as a business owner, as an advocate in your community, as a worker, as a student, as a teacher, as a spiritual person, as a healer, whatever it is. When you are in the process of looking to manifest anything, you need to utilize all of your senses. Use your voice. Use all of your chakras. Get outside in nature. Get grounded. And you have to believe that it will come to pass. You have to also believe that everything we want in this life we do not get when we want to get it. Nor do we get it how we want to get it. Nor does it come packages the way we want it to be packaged. A lot of people want to use the new moon, write a list, burn a candle, and think that something's going to happen by the full moon or the next new moon. That is not how that works. We are using tools, merely tools. There was a point in time within humanity where there was no written form that took place. There was only oral. You understand what I'm saying? So utilize the tools that we have, being that we have more tools than we probably have ever had in humanity to get things done. That may mean you have to take more time and do more work. Go outside. Take some time to breathe, to focus. Not to obsess or beg, but to focus on the present moment, which involves waiting. There's a lot of things that I'm waiting for right now that I will never speak on until they come to pass, nor will I ever plant a seed for them again, because I don't need to, because it's not time for me to receive those things. You understand what I'm saying? So I wanted to come right now and say a part of you reclaiming and regaining your power on your journey when it comes to manifestation is the ability to utilize all that you have in front of you when you have nothing to use, which is you. Visualize it. Use your mind. Use your body. You looking for love? Play songs about love to listen to. Speak words of love. If you're looking for anything to relocate, start to actually look at these places you want to relocate to. If you're looking to increase your ability to, do anything in a spiritual aspect with your healing, if you're like, hey, I'm at a standstill, I'm at a plateau, get outside. You know your elements. Use them. Be comfortable using the tools that you have been given. You understand what I'm saying? So I want to say in closing, thank you for tuning in. Words of wisdom, words of encouragement, and some free game. On this journey, we receive a lot of information and knowledge and wisdom and truth. It is not to be hoarded. It should be shared, which is the reason why I decided to start doing this. And I want to say that me doing this is dedicated to a woman that assisted in raising me. And she was telling me I should have did this 10 years ago. Maybe even longer. She would hear me speak and she would tell me, how much truth was on my tongue, how beautiful of a speaker I was, how brilliant my mind was. And I want to say that this is dedicated to her. I wish she could see me now in this space as a woman, and I know she would be proud of me. So, with all of that being said, I want to say thank you guys. Have a great night.